Multiplication of integers. Multiplication of integer is very like multiplication of whole numbers. The only difference is that we must determine whether the answer is positive or negative. So let's look at an example. Multiplying two integers that have different signs. So let's say we have 4 times negative 3. The bracket means negative. Okay, so we can expand this and look at it from a different perspective. So we can say that 4 times negative 3 it's actually saying negative 3 plus negative 3 plus negative 3 plus negative 3. So we have added negative 3 as an addend 4 times, which would then give us negative 12 using the rule for adding two integers that have the same sign. Now when multiplying two integers that have different or unlike signs, as what we did here, we must keep in mind that to multiply a positive and a negative integer, multiply their absolute values first of all, then make the final answer negative if their signs are different. Let's look at a few more examples. B, 7 times 5. So we say we find the absolute value of 7, which is 7, and the absolute value of negative 5, which is 5. So 5 times 7 will give us 35, and because we are multiplying a positive and a negative, the sign is negative. Let's go for another problem. C. We have negative 93. The dot represents multiplication also. So multiply the absolute values of negative 93, which is 93, and the absolute value of 16, which is 16, and that will give us 1488. Then make the final answer negative. Nothing complicated in there. Okay, now a word of advice: when in multiplication that involves sign numbers, do not write a negative sign next to a raised dot or multiplication symbol. Instead, use parentheses to show the multiplication. Example: 6 times negative 2. This is good, but 6 times negative 2, this is not good. If we have negative 6 times negative 2, this is good, but if we have negative 6 dot negative 2, this is not good. So that's one of our cautions which we need to be aware of.